Hello, welcome to episode 89 of the podcast. It is Clarky with Phil.
Hello there.
So, in part one this week, we are going to do a bit of word association. So, feel free to join in, be it a memory or a word, or maybe both in some of the cases.
We had some really good memories, some funny memories as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun to do that sort of thing from time to time. Maybe get your memory jogging. It actually links in very nicely with the What's Trending in part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I won't ruin that one for you because I really do suggest if you listen to nothing else, you listen to that part.
Well, it will be on the title of the...
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, that will sort of ruin it, but either way...
Well, it won't really, because you'll be like, oh, what's this? And this is quite intriguing, so you'll be able to see.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's in fact, yeah, there you go. It's definitely something, even if, as I say, if there's any part of this you listen to, part 2 is a lot of fun, and gets you thinking a bit, so that's how I'll leave that.
Yeah.
And part 3, again, we just carry on with Stranger Things. We're now on episode 6. There's only 2 episodes left in the series after you listen to this one today. So again, we've said spoiler alert later on, but we'll say it again now. Obviously this is not a spoiler free review. We are going in deep. So yeah, so there you go. Enjoy, folks, and do your thing. This week, we're going to do obviously part 1, part 2, part 3, the usual. Part 1 is going to be a sort of word association game, so feel free to play it in your own head.
Play along.
Out loud, might be a bit weird, so try and keep it to yourself.
Unless you record yourself and then send it to us and we'll put it in the podcast.
Oh, feel free. But, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to start with the word cake.
Icing.
Interesting. Mine's birthday.
Why?
Because you get cake on your birthday.
But you can get cake anytime. You're an adult, you can go and buy it whenever you want.
I know, but it's like a special thing on your birthday.
Well, it's the same thing as Christmas.
Any other
cake
time,
as
it's
well.
just greedy. I don't really eat Christmas cake.
I hate it.
No?
No, I don't
Not
like
your
it
thing?
at all.
No, I don't really eat that. I don't really eat dessert at Christmas at all because I eat about 4 stone worth of stuffing.
See, I'm a weird person. See, then it's not
your thing, is it?
It's not my
Christmas
thing.
time?
No, I like the old spuds, pigs in blankets, the odd time.
Yes, unreal.
Don't like turkey all that much. I prefer chicken.
Love turkey.
Don't like stuffing. Hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I just sick.
Oh, I'm obsessed with stuffing.
See, we got a stuffing one year and I had all the stupid stuff and like apricot and all this. And I was
That's
like,
my mum makes. Unreal.
Nope.
I love it.
Nope.
It's great.
definitely not. Is it my go then?
Yeah.
Okay, Ruby.
Rose, I suppose. I don't know who that is.
What?
Is that like a colour?
Ruby?
Ruby Rose an actor?
I don't know.
Is that a horse?
Ruby Rose?
Yeah.
No idea. Oh no.
Was Ruby Rose a horse?
I don't know. Is Ruby Rose not a person? I think Lauren's thought about Ruby Rose before.
Is she an actress?
I don't know. I was thinking more of the stone.
Ah, it is who I think it is. It is an actress.
Oh.
She's in John Wick 2, I think.
The one with the tattoos.
Yeah. Okay, so Ruby Rose is the first person that comes to my mind.
There you go.
That's weird. Why was that not Valentine's?
Why was
you
not...
said Ruby, or not Rose. Okay, that's what it was Valentine's.
Yeah, why don't you say red?
I don't know. I don't know.
Rachel, if you're listening.
That's so odd.
I don't even know who that is. I'm trying
To be honest, neither did I until I looked it
picture
up.
the face. I know she had tattoos.
She does, yeah. She's in Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black as well. And she's also Batwoman.
Sorry, what?
She's going to be Batwoman.
Ruby Rose? I definitely know who this person is then. Don't know.
No?
No.
I do.
I don't
Have
think
you seen
it's
John
the
Wick
person.
2?
Yeah.
It's a person he fights in like the mirror maze.
Ah, yes.
That's
yeah.
Ruby Rose.
She's got like a bowl haircut.
No, it's like quite short though, with like at the sides
Okay.
and stuff. It's like shaved.
Well, she's... yeah. I think it's the person I'm thinking of now.
Yeah, well that's... What about you? Red?
Red? Yeah.
Okay. That's so
What
weird.
a weird thing to
Yeah,
answer.
it's not a good start. Video games.
Ooh. Oh, see, that's tough because okay, well, Destiny in a minute because it's just the way
Okay.
it is, isn't it? What would you say? Fun. I went specific for a video game.
Video games, like, it's funny because the first thing I think of is like just like playing them with your mates. So
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say there's a word that relates to that. I think it's more like a
memory.
Yeah, like of FIFA when I was younger or whatever, you know, fighting games, Mortal Kombat,
Mortal Kombat, FIFA,
Dragon Ball Z. I used to play with one of my mates. Used to fight each other in that. You know, like all those sort of games, and then there were obviously the likes of Crash and Spyro. You know, all these games. Like
I mean, you're gonna get you're gonna. But I went on the other day to see the price of the likes of the Crash Team Racing and stuff.
Is it not quite expensive?
£35 for what it is. Like it's a bit. It's I think it's okay.
It sure would be fun, but you wouldn't really play £35 worth of it.
That's what I was thinking as well. There's no way. I mean, Spyro you probably would, but I think the Spyro and the Crash one together was like £55.
Yes, which
is pretty good. But I don't think I wouldn't put that much time into it. My words would be podcast.
Chris Hardwick. The first one I was ever really like proper into.
Yeah.
I must have listened to easily 300 episodes of that, I reckon.
Probably.
If not more. I can't remember how long ago it was.
I don't know how many episodes I listened to Joe Rogan, so I'm like, but it's a lot.
And
but
if you include like
the other podcasts out there.
Mm-hmm. What would yours be?
Us.
Okay.
It's just
yeah.
Something like
well,
that.
you know what? It's
no. You can't change it now.
No,
you can't change it now. You can't change it now.
You saying that to me, the first thing that comes into my head is his name. But like, say for example, somebody says podcast, I go have one of those. Like,
I've got one left. I've got one left.
I mean? Like, that's funny actually. Yeah. Yeah, so even on whenever I was listening to Football Weekly earlier.
See how it is now, Clark. I see how it is.
I was listening to Football Weekly and one of the guys said like listening to the pod. In my head I was like, my pod.
It's weird, see whenever someone says something, your mind just instantly goes somewhere else, just like, oh, I should have done that.
Because obviously like if you say to me podcast now, it obviously makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you were to say to me, like text me, just literally podcast ?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go reply with Chris Hardwick. You know, that's not what comes to my head. So that's weird. Yeah, okay.
Chris Hardwick-a-thon.
Money.
Pointless.
I don't know, it'd be nice. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just another thing, isn't it? I know people go like, oh, it's a new line, but it is. It literally is just another thing.
What comes to my mind is effort.
Yeah, to get it.
Because you just can't get it.
Sometimes effort to spend it as well, though. Do you know whenever...
that would not take me long. If you give me enough, I could get rid of it fairly quickly.
I don't mean it in the sense that you could just spend it. I mean, it's just like sometimes you're like, I really shouldn't have spent that money on that.
No, yeah, I know, I understand
like,
that.
You're just like, I really shouldn't have done that. And then you just get the effort to go back and get it back again from working the job or doing whatever.
Literally. There's one time I remember, this is like years ago now, but it still grates me. It wasn't long after Boojum opens. This must be 5 years ago, and I was working as or thereabouts, wouldn't it have been?
Yeah.
Maybe not, but wherever.
Well, it would have been a while ago now. It would have been, yeah.
It wasn't in Victoria Square, it was the old place
up near, that hotel up near Empire, wasn't it?
Maybe there were two open. But whatever happened, it wasn't where it is now. It was somewhere else. I can't remember. But everybody from KPMG were going. I was on an internship there, and other interns were going. One of the guys had been loads of times, and he was like, "Oh, you know, you need to get this. You need to get double this. You need to get," and it was like £10 for a fucking burrito. Excuse my language. And like literally, I got there, and I was just like, he was like £9 whatever, or £10, and I was like, what? And we got back. Never had one before. It was really good, but he was just like, oh yeah, sorry, I should have said the double meat's like £2, and this is like £1, and you know, you start adding it all together, and I was just like,
yeah.
So yeah, and then I just remember going back to work and being like, that's like 2 hours work at the time.
But that's the weird thing, like, it's bad whenever you start thinking like, I could have worked 4 hours for that burrito, you know, like type of thing, you know. It's
nightmare, like,
it's those sort of things that you really shouldn't be getting in your mind. Like, it's not even necessarily to say that you could be well off and still be like, I really shouldn't have spent that money, but then that would be
Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story about the slide?
What, the slide?
He was going to put this is true, it's on his podcast, he was going to put a slide in his house, and Abby, his wife, was like, it's 50 grand, Peter, wise up.
50 grand for a slide in your house.
Like they come down the stairs.
Ah, yeah.
And,
Beside the stairs.
Yeah,
thing,
and
yeah.
like, and he was. And then after, like he says, the podcast, he was looking back now. What was I thinking?
Yeah, but I mean, the slide, the corners would have had to been very wide for him to go down them. Otherwise, he'd have been stuck.
He's very thin.
I know he is, but I mean, he's very bony, so his legs would be going out that side, and his arms would be going out, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't know.
But even then, obviously, 50 grand is like, well, maybe not. So.
But that's true though. I mean, he's worth millions, and he's just like 50 grand's 50 grand. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're
he had to rethink it. He's glad he didn't do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when it comes to that, I mean, that would certainly be my sort of concept whenever it comes to money, because I'm not rich and famous. And I don't think it's going to change me if I ever become rich and famous.
I watched a video the other day of a girl who dressed up as Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it? No.
No.
She dressed up as Billie Eilish, and they literally hired security because she looked so much like Billie
Oh,
Eilish.
really?
Yeah, like she had she dressed like her and all,
Really
and
hair and all, and
everything, like up in the buns, like
Oh,
everything. And her boyfriend's like a blogger, and he was like, "Let's see how this goes." They walked into the mall, and everyone, and I'm not exaggerating, followed her everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, to get back out to the car, people were like blocking her way out and all, and the security had like pushed them out of the way, and like people like running up and all, like in front of her and just trying to take a picture while she was trying to walk, you know. And like I was thinking the whole time, I was like, that's actually really sad that she can't go shopping.
Yeah,
like obviously you give up that privilege sort of in return for millions and millions and millions of pounds,
but sometimes the trade-off isn't the best. Have you ever seen the Tony Hawk's tweets at the moment?
Is that where like people don't know who he is or something?
Yeah, it's sometimes like they don't know who he is, but sometimes there's people coming going, "Oh, you're that skater guy. Let me get a selfie." And it's just like, no.
Yeah.
If you don't know who I am, and there's a guy the other day, and he was saying like it was all polite, and all he was like, the guy came up the other day, and he was like, sounds Scottish there. He came up the other day, and he was like, you're that skater, or you're the guy that skates or something. Can I take a selfie and get your name? And he was like,
no.
He took a selfie, but Tony Hawk in the background was just like, sort of thing, you know, his face is in a weird position. But I mean, if you don't know the names of the person you're taking selfies of, just leave them alone. I mean, you're gonna get what for the likes of 10,000 likes or something on Instagram or whatever.
Maybe 100 if you're lucky. But
well, he's got loads now because Tony Hawk shared it. But
well,
the reason being,
like the other thing I remember remember that time I texted you, I'd seen.
Was it James Nesbitt? No. Was it outside the?
Can't say his Oz.
Jonathan Ross.
Jonathan Ross.
Yeah.
I'd seen him in Belfast, and like
that was the time for that festival, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because he was there. No, it wasn't. It was whenever Westlife returned.
Yes, that was it. Westlife were over, and he was walking. He was going to see them that night, or had been to see them.
Yeah.
But Rachel and I were walking through town, and I said there, now no one else had noticed him. I was like, "That's Jonathan Ross," and she was like, "Huh?" Like I was like, "Over there in the big glasses and the boots and the jeans and stuff."
You can tell Jonathan Ross is style of clothing.
And no, I'm not a fan, a Wassy fan at all. Like, and
well, you're probably your 2-year-old, 3-year-old self probably would have been.
Well, maybe, but well, like 2-year-old. But what do you call it? So as I say, we seen him, and I was sort of like, that's pretty mad. He's just walking through town. No one else knows. 2 seconds later, sorry, you Jonathan Ross, and then everyone.
Yeah,
and I just sort of thought like that fella was literally just trying to like walk down whatever that street's called with murals on it. That street. He's literally walking down that street towards Urban Outfitters, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a bit sad, really.
I was sitting. Do you know what hotel? You know the hotel. The name is literally gone from the Merchant Hotel.
Yes.
James Nesbitt came out of that. I was sitting at my lunch. Can't have Armstrong went over to the little, what was it? It's like a little deli down the street from right across the street from the Merchant. It's just like a little small like time deli type thing. It has little seats at the front, just outside the window, and you just sort of
time deli at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're just eating your little like roll or something, just looking at the window. James Nesbitt comes out and just walks in and gets into a taxi. I was like, that's James Nesbitt. It's just I mean, it's like you don't like just chuck your thing. Even if it was like James Heffley, you would go chucking your sandwich down and going like, I got a selfie with it. You know, you don't do that. Like,
there's one time I was sitting in work. It's when I worked in Dunmurry. Car front them walked past.
Oh, that's unreal.
And he was a kid. But he went into the bakery and then came back out. Walked away, and I was like, holy crap!
That's quite from.
But like again, it wasn't like I was like,
Yeah, selfie. No.
excuse me, mate, can I fight you? No, but like it's not like you run.
See his recent injury as well.
Oh, brutal.
Awful.
Brutal. His hand looked a mess.
Yeah. Well,
imagine being the person that pushed that over by accident, or knocked it over, whatever they did.
Where there's blame, there's a claim, as they say.
Oh, I'm sure he's not. He's not out to a few pence like.
Well, his camp was probably about 60 G's or something, so.
Bound to get that back from insurance. Bound to.
You'd expect something.
But either way.
Pretty mad.
New word. Horror.
Zombies.
Nice. Nice.
I've always like zombies.
Zombie films are so intense.
But even if they're
the right
terrible, even if they're really, really bad. Like I
Black
remember,
Summer.
Oh.
I haven't quite finished yet, but some parts of that are quite like. Remember the bit where your man's on top of the bus?
Yeah.
And it's like jumping up, you're like, oh, it's gonna get him!
And then he goes to the back and it's like, why are you still there?
Hello?
And then he wakes up and I was like, oh, it's bound to be gone, but I probably wandered off. Nope.
He's still climbing up. Oh, it's awful. That bit there was pure.
I remember watching, you know, the Dead Rising game?
Yes.
There was a film that came out of that. It was terrible. It was like Dead Rising Dark Tower or something shit. It was awful. But I still watched it because I had zombies in it. If you put zombies in front of me, I'm going to watch it. I don't care. But I mean, the likes of like, you know, the Walking Dead TV shows and stuff, and then obviously Dead
The movie
Dead
trailers
films.
come out for those. The movie trailer come out for that as well.
For
Walking Dead movies.
Oh.
With Andrew Lincoln and stuff.
Oh.
Well, if they're not trailers, then they're teasers. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah. But no, like I like all that sort of stuff. Like definitely. What about you? Zombies and
horror. First thing that comes to my mind is Blair Witch Project. First one I properly watched with like mates and stuff.
I couldn't tell you the first one I watched.
It's zombies would be like if you were to say to me, write a horror movie, the first thing I'm thinking is probably like zombies or something along those lines.
It's just the easiest thing to do, isn't it?
And there's a lot to do with them. Yeah. So, like Walking Dead's a good example of you don't know how it's happened. 28 Days Later is one that you do, and
it's a brilliant film.
You know, so on. So there's so many iterations. There's fast ones, slow ones, exploders. Yeah. You know, there's loads, but maybe they've all been done. Who knows? But then we'll find out in Zombieland 2, which is gonna be
that's
class.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's weird how like Abigail Breslin's gonna be like 40 in that. And she's not really. But I mean, you think of like Emma Stone and stuff. She was like a teenager.
Every single one of them has been nominated for an Academy Award, and only one of them's won it.
Who was that?
Emma Stone.
Oh, right enough. Yes, true. Mm-hmm. I'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, I'm looking forward to it. Glue.
Pit stick. So like.
Sniffing.
At first, yeah, like that's a funny memory. Whenever you used to like smell glue when you were a kid and thinking you were unreal. If it was a Pritt stick with like absolutely nothing in it that could actually do any damage. But probably like primary school and like sticking stuff down, thinking you were an artist. Like whenever you cut something out of a magazine. My
memory would be when I was a kid in school, and do you remember doing you had to make a sheep? Did you ever do that when you were a kid, like say like nursery or like P1 or something stupid?
Cotton balls
but you had to like break the cotton balls up and see at the end of the end of the period whenever
finger beards.
Yeah, you had like pure. You did. They had pure finger shape. Like it was ridiculous. Like fingering shape's not the best thing to do, but. Yeah, it was really, really weird. I just didn't understand what the point was. You just drew this big circle with a little tiny head, tiny feet and hands, and then you just went mad with the glue and just went, I'm going to put all the cotton on this. He did it, and then you're just like, this is so stupid. And then they all got framed.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
On the wall, because that's how great everyone was.
Yeah.
Even though the worst people are always down the bottom left, the bottom right.
Yeah, and you always just go, look at that guy's shape.
John's crap at this.
Yeah. There was one person did a black sheep, called them in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what you want. A bit of diversity up there.
Yeah, diversity, yeah, that's what I said. Not at the time, obviously.
Diversity! That's probably Baba Black Sheep.
Baba Rainbow Sheep.
Let's go with books.
I mean, it's not really a word, but a memory of reading the Harry Potter books when I was a kid.
Yes.
Remember when they all come out with, you know, like the old sort of hardback stuff. They all sort of had hardbacks.
Yeah. So they come out first.
I remember. Those days were unreal. You used to whenever you got them, you used to go back and go back in your house, or even at night time you had your little light on, you're reading
Yes.
on, your little
Your
bookmark
Game Boy light if you were in trouble.
Yeah, under the sheets and all, and you couldn't breathe, you thought you were dying.
I know exactly what you mean. It got like so warm, and then you'd be like,
oh man, I love those memories. Yeah, that's probably my memory.
so funny. Oh my god, see now you said that, I actually completely forgot about that. It would get like stupidly warm, and then you come out, you'd be like, oh my god, that was awful.
Yeah. The worst thing is, it's your fault as well. You're the only one that can help you from that madness as well. You're like, I can stay for one more minute. I actually, what I used to do is like read a sentence or read like a paragraph, go, I'll read to this word, then I'll get some air. Oh, it's so bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, it's my favorite memory for books or book.
Ah, it's cracker, like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Is that your one as well, is it?
That is hilarious. Mine's probably more holidays, but that's really funny. So I won't even elaborate. It's just reading by the pool. That's just so funny.
Reading by the pool. That's the end of it.
Oh my goodness.
Another word. Housecoat.
No such thing.
There you go. I knew you were going to be like, oh no, I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you call it?
Dressing gown?
Dressing gown, yeah.
Well, what do you call it?
I call it dressing gown as well, but
Yeah.
I knew for a fact you're going to be like, that doesn't exist.
Just, no, but then what do you call like...
Outdoor coat?
You know, you don't...
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
So-
that's always annoyed me. Like, it's not called a house coat. You don't wear it in the house as a coat.
Mm-hmm.
You probably only wear it whenever you're just out of bed to cover you're not having to get changed or whatever. If
Or
you
you're
haven't got a
cold.
shower.
Yeah.
Or, but even if you're cold, I just usually put another jumper on.
2 jumpers?
No, but like, I wouldn't really wear a dressing gown with a jacket, to be honest. Like, say for example, in fact, I'm never in the house when I'm cold. The house is never cold.
During winter, maybe?
I just put the heating on.
Yeah, but then you're wasting loads of, like, heat.
I refuse to call it a house coat ever. It's a dressing gown.
Well, it is a dressing gown.
You use it. You literally use it whenever, like, for example, I would use mine whenever I get out of the shower and get dried. Instead of bringing my towel with me, I just put it on the radiator.
That's fair enough. Actually, people do that. But
So you're using that before your dress.
you can get one that is an actual tile-based one as well, which is which is kind of cool.
That would be class.
Rub it up on yourself.
Those are sort of like the ones from holidays.
Yeah, in the spas. But well, then dressing gown would be the. What would you associate with that? With a better word, or would it be a
dressing gown?
Yeah.
I have 2 Star Wars ones. So I have one that's a Yoda dressing gown, has like ears on the hood. You put it up, and the other one's like a Jedi robe with big sleeves.
That's cool.
But like the Yoda one's also really small.
Yeah.
So like it only comes up like your knees because it's Yoda's. It's small,
Yeah,
and then the other one comes down to like your like feet.
Okay, so that would be your.
That's what I would associate a dressing gown with.
Mine would be Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the usual time whenever you go down the stairs and you're dressing down, you're just like, oh, look at all the presents. Whereas now it's like, oh, look at all the socks. It's not really. Thankfully, it's not. I'm not 40 yet, but.
Worst ever Christmas present I ever heard of. Now, this is legitimate. I'm not going to say who it was, but.
Was it the person that got you one, or is this just
No, I heard that somebody got given this.
Oh, God.
By a very close relative.
Oh, really?
Socks and a ream of paper.
Do you know what I got? An orange.
Who from?
I'm not going to say.
From a close relative?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's pretty tight. Not even more than one?
No, a literal orange.
Ooh, flip.
Just the singular orange you could get.
That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But then you can't be. It's Christmas, you're not
No,
allowed.
exactly. I agree.
You eat the orange, you'd be like,
Oh, no, it was bruised.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so.
It was a brown.
That's shocking.
Okay.
You got one now?
Yes.
Better
Rock.
Paper, scissors. No,
that's weird.
I just think of Dwayne Johnson.
Not the music.
No.
That's so weird.
No, because I like metal.
Oh, that's so weird.
No, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yeah.
Interesting.
Don't know why.
Nor do I.
Just been following a lot. Weird thing is, if I just look there, Rock is like literally right in front of you there.
So it is.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. No, Dwayne the Rock Johnson would be music.
Yeah. First of the things I think of would be the music. Yeah. I do see where you're coming from, but he has made that him.
Yeah, Rock
he
just
is
seems
the
to
Rock.
be. Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
but even still now, like no one really calls him.
The Rock.
I know. No one really. No one really calls him The Rock anymore. Everyone calls him Dwayne Johnson because he's got that whole acting persona now. So he's
got a really good name. Okay, guys, listen. I have a really good name. I'm gonna be The Rock. As a wrestler, that is my name.
Yeah.
So we've got all these other awesome people like Triple H.
Yeah.
And all those other people that are class.
Do you know
Stone
what
Cold
Triple H
Steve
stands
Austin. Kurt Angle. No. What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
No, I do. I think it's like Hunter Hearst Helmsley or something is his name.
Still?
Still, Triple H is better than The Rock.
Or you imagine...
Did you smell what he's cooking?
What do you do? I cook.
Well, you're a wrestler that cook? Yeah. Cook good meals. I'm a dietary god. You leave me alone. Black.
The first word that came in my head instantly was Sabbath.
Okay. So you're just finishing.
Because of the Rock thing we just sort of spoke about.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you were to say black again, now that I'm out of that funk, it's space.
Yeah, I was space as well.
Yeah.
I
so
was
like
space. Like space.
Yeah, that would probably be the first or the next one. Sorry, I was actually doing a bit of tidy up in my room the other day and started flicking through the Chris Hadfield picture book that he signed and stuff for me. Class.
Yeah.
And but I was actually looking through it and I was like, I forgot he signed this. That's class.
You need to put it on your wee shelf now and you get.
Oh well, no, I'm gonna have that and a few other like art of books and stuff on a wee shelf. But you were thinking space as well?
Yeah, I definitely up there with space, like space. Like my own space.
Facebook. I know what straight away the first thing, even whenever I read it, the first thing came to my head.
Jealousy.
Nice. Yeah.
It's just all I see on Facebook at the minute. It's just pure jealousy. It's just
the hate love stuff.
It's
pathetic. Or hate like or whatever you call it.
Yeah, you get people all the time. Like, I mean, you're gonna get. I mean, Facebook is literally for people to vent now, really, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
That's why I prefer Twitter. I know everyone hates Twitter because it's like, oh, you get trolls on Twitter all the time. I'd rather see trolls than see people gurning about the silliest of stuff on Facebook.
Yep.
All I use Facebook now is for like sharing videos and tagging people.
I look at it the old time.
Yeah.
And that would be about it.
Yeah. It's just silly now, really. What's your word you were gonna?
Invasive.
Yeah. True. Well, it's as invasive as you want it to be, really, isn't it?
Not really. They keep your data even after you delete your account.
Oh, no, I thought you meant just in terms of people.
Like up to I think it's 3 years or something. They keep your stuff.
I don't hear the whole thing about that face app thing as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we were all talking about that. Like they've now got your face, and that's you. Tough.
Yeah. Have you seen the fake things recently with all the people's faces?
No.
On
the deep fakes.
Deep fakes, yeah.
Yeah. No, I have seen those. Yeah.
Seen the Bill Hader one?
No.
Weird.
You've seen the Nick Cage Yoda one?
Yeah, I've seen an awful lot of Nick Cage's. For some reason, he was like the first person everyone put the face on. It was like straight away there.
The one the deep fake of him being Ross from Friends just makes him look even more like Ross from Friends.
All of them are Ross or Nicolas Cage. I think there's one that are all Nicolas Cage.
Oh my word, that's class.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. Sure. I'll do one more and then we'll finish.
I'll go for TV.
Whew. First thing comes to mind. Don't really have a word. The first memory, so random, comes to mind is me sitting up United Real Madrid at Old Trafford.
Okay.
Was supposed to be asleep because obviously it was like a 10:30 finish. It was Champions League.
Yeah. And
United started to win the game. Me and my brother had a separate room. We were supposed to be asleep. And whenever United scored, I heard him go, yeah! And the next thing is my dad, boo, 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 up the stairs. And then he pretended he was asleep.
Oh my god.
And I turned mine off. But then obviously because it was big box TVs then, my dad did come in and feel the back of the TV and was like, "You've been watching TV?" I'd be like, "Oh." But Peter couldn't even deny it because he fucking screamed half the house down.
Oh my god, what an age.
So funny.
I remember people used to do that. They used to come over and feel like the static off the TV, off the front of the TV and all, yeah.
I used to be able to block people doing channel change
Change the
by
channel.
just sitting in front of it.
You can still do it now.
Can you?
Yeah, you can still
I
do it
didn't
now.
know that.
As long as you're in front of that red dot, I can't change the channel on my TV.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a very big target.
No, it's not. Sometimes that gets in the way. And it's just like, seriously, microphone, you want to move there? My memory would probably be TV before school.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, used to
watch.
Used to wake up, go down the stairs, do your cereal, and then just sit there and watch Raymond. And be like, oh.
Used to love it. Like one thing that's always stuck with me with Raymond was whenever he did the faux pas thing with the janitor. Like the janitor, he said he like made a joke to a janitor's son, which was that he took him to a baseball game with his kids, and he said, "Oh, just chuck your peanut shells on the floor. The janitor will clean those up." And then what do you call it? And he found out about Robert. His brother did one as well, and he was like, "Oh, Robert, yeah, you're judging me. And he was like, "Why don't you tell him about the guy throwing gang signs? He wasn't throwing gang signs, was he, Robert?" And he was like, "No." What was he doing, Robert? He was being deaf.
That's like you.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
Terrible,
there you
but
go.
also
That's something
really
you can relate to, yeah.
And I'm gonna do a final one of night.
Party.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't understand why, because you don't party on a Monday or Tuesday. Well, I mean, you can do, but it's not necessarily the best thing to do during the weekday. But nighttime, I don't know, nighttime's always been, even still now, like it's just party time for me.
For me, it just, I don't know, bed just comes to mind at night time. Maybe I'm old now.
You're an old soul.
Yeah.
I just want to go out on the weekends and just get absolutely rude. No, I don't know.
I finally got one of those Game of Thrones whiskies.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have got them recently. Gareth and all, and Daniel's got one.
I did in Tesco for 25 quid.
Ah, that would make
Down from like 32 or something. I must be to get rid of them.
I think Dean, he got the Stark one on Amazon.
Those are a new one?
No, it's just been there on Amazon.
Oh, I'm talking about the White Walker one.
Oh, the Johnny Walker one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's been there for ages.
Aye, but I think they're trying to get rid of them all now.
That's not bad. It's alright, yeah.
It's not bad. Be cool to have. So.
Well, you put it in the freezer.
It changes the eyes or something.
It changes the taste of the whiskey as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
You can... It's like it's easier to... Okay, it's smoother. I'm going to say it's easier to swallow because that just... yeah.
Oh, I get you. It's fine.
Should have said whiskey right now if I'd been a good word.
Okay. Go for that.
Whiskey.
Okay. What's your word?
Straight.
Yeah. Funny, the first one that comes to mind is like Lefroy. Was the first thing.
Why is that?
Because of the
smell
and the taste and the.
It tastes like old boot people say.
Yeah, but I like it.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
unreal, yeah. It warms your heart as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like it too.
Aye. So anyway, we will leave part 1 there, folks, and we'll catch you again in part 2. Welcome back to part 2. So in this part, obviously we used to draw what's trending. We're just going to stick to sort of one today, I think. So this one is a hashtag that's been all over Twitter, really sort of midweek maybe by the time this is out.
Yeah.
But it's worth looking up, and it's also worth maybe having a think about. So the hashtag is 5-year-old selfie. Basically, it came out from Young Minds UK, who basically said, well, you can look it up yourself, but essentially all they said is post a selfie of yourself when you were 5, or a picture of yourself when you were 5. Obviously, you probably didn't take a selfie. And also say 3 things that you wish you could tell yourself, or 3 things, I don't know, like advice, or, you know, some people do other sort of bits and pieces. So to give you some examples, so CAMS, which is Child and Mental Health Services Clinical Director, Dr. Annie Swanepoel, sort of hard to say her surname, but she says the things she would tell her younger self: life will become more difficult, but you've got what it takes. Trust your instincts, have fun, be a child, and let adults take care of you. It's quite good.
Yeah.
All quite sensible. So another way that some people they did it was sort of to describe themselves. So somebody said, 1, bossy is just the first of many words men will use to try to silence you. Don't let them. 2, you don't have all the answers, and that doesn't matter. I don't know is a powerful phrase. And 3, you're more than just what people see. Let's see. Storms don't last forever. Never mistake a season for your future. It will pass. Your story is so unique and so different. It's never worthy. It's never a worthy comparison. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Is another one as well.
Yes, yeah,
it's quite good.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice little quote.
Yeah. Another one here came from like an. I can't even say that guy's name, unfortunately. Sorry, but he basically said it's okay to be different. You're not odd. You're unique. Friends are overrated. You make best friends later, and those bullies only made you stronger. Your difference will be explained when you get your autism diagnosis at 46.
Whoa, 46 being diagnosed with autism.
Huge, yeah. 46.
Wonder what happens, like, you know, between those years of you growing up and then not being diagnosed, and like what sort of.
You just assume you're normal, but you feel different, and you don't know how to describe it.
I wonder what made him want to go to the docs and be like.
Don't know. That one's huge. I think that one's really interesting.
Yeah. It's class.
Yeah. So, another person said, now this person actually has a verified tick. Welsh singer. Okay, they're a singer.
Who is it?
Nes D. Jones. Never heard of them.
No.
So, you're going to go through something that you don't understand. You're going to fight a lot of battles, but you're strong, you're super creative, and you have fire in your heart that no one can ever put out.
Nice.
I tell myself to embrace who you are because one day you'll have to.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say be brave, never not doing the things you love if you're torn down for them, and always stay the kind person you were taught to be. It's quite good.
Some of these are very like I've picked 3 that are just like the normal things that I really should have done but didn't do.
You won't always have a speech impediment.
Oh, okay.
You actually will become a ballerina, and you will always actually be a clown though.
See, I don't know if it's better to like tell yourself something that you are going to be this thing, because then sometimes that's like, to me, what I would say, but like, continue to work hard and you will become this person.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you just say you are going to become this person, that doesn't necessarily mean it's just going to happen. Because you could be like, if you tell yourself you're going to be this thing,
is it self-fulfilling prophecy?
You could just be like, oh, happy days. You know, I don't even need to do a thing.
No work.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? People do that an awful lot. Not that they, you know, because they keep telling, I'm going to be themselves this time, and it just never happens. And why isn't that happening? Because you don't put the work in. That's why.
I don't know. What were your 3 things that you would?
Mine were just generic. Like my first one was pick up a Metallica vinyl from your brother's collection. It'll change your life forever.
Nice. Yeah, that's class.
Always be yourself. It'll be a better person because of it.
Yeah.
Keep playing video games despite your parents telling you your eyes will go square. They'll be there for you sometimes when people aren't.
Nice. They're good. Excuse my language.
No, well, I mean,
they are good.
But it's true though. I mean, like it is just like, I mean, that is what has happened. Like that's my life. But
very good.
I picked up an Iron Maiden vinyl first of all, and didn't get into Metallica for quite a while after that. So had I picked up a Metallica vinyl, I probably would have been. I wouldn't say I would be a bigger fan, but certainly I would have been.
You would have discovered them earlier.
Yeah, and I would
maybe been able to follow the albums as they come out, as opposed to go backwards.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I was still young, so I wasn't able to purchase my own albums then.
Yeah.
But
they were restricted or whatever, were they, or whatever you called them?
Parental advisory. I was a kid. I had no money to purchase any of the albums, so it was just David had my brother had all the stuff vinyls anyway, so it was just a matter of one. Woo! Pick whatever one I wanted, and then he put it on. So.
That's class.
Yeah, but I liked that now. But I have an Iron Maiden top one today, but Metallica's always going to be that band, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Very good. They were class. What were they again? Go again.
I'll just go down. Keep playing video games despite your parents telling you your eyes will go square. They'll be there for you sometimes when people are not. Pick up a Metallica vinyl from your brother's collection. It'll change your life forever. And then always be yourself. You'll be a better person because of it.
Nice. They're class. That's very good.
It's true though.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always said, you know, regardless of any situation, be yourself, because otherwise you'll just come out of it, you know, not sort of having that thing fulfilled, if you know what I mean. Like if it's like those things where you sort of you've done something but you're like, I should have done this. Whereas if you're true to yourself, you're gonna be instinctual and you're gonna do what you think you should do.
Very good.
But yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. You thinking of them, are you?
No, I already had 2, but I can't think of a third.
I was struggling with the third one.
Yeah, like the first one was how did I word it? This is awful. Well, sorry, I'll go for the second one then, which is listen to your parents.
Yeah.
Like, they are right.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, I mean, they've lived, haven't they? So
yeah, like,
whereas you're still growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I like, for the thing that put me onto that was I went to book a tattoo at 18 that I absolutely would not want now.
Oh, right.
So and the ones I do have now, I'm very pleased with. Just because I waited 3 years.
Yeah.
So
would you not go over that one then?
Sorry.
Would you not go over the one that you've?
What do you mean?
Do you know that you got a tattoo done at 18 that you didn't?
No, I went to book one.
Oh.
And then, I must have put down like a 20 quid deposit or whatever and come back.
So you just lost your 20 quid.
Oh, yeah, but I held on to the thing, and then went back like a long time later, and they were like, "No, you're not getting that." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I did pay a deposit though." So
what was it? If you don't mind me asking.
It was something around like here, around my forearm.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I'm really glad I didn't, because if I'm ever to get anything here, I want it to be an actual piece rather than just a one-off. So
plus the worst thing is if it came down to it, you had it there and you did want to get it covered, it would have to be a lot bigger than what it was.
No, it was going to be like dark. It was going to be really hard to cover.
That would be a nightmare.
So I'm very fortunate that went.
Yeah.
The other one was trust more people. They're not all bad.
Yeah.
Because whenever whenever I was younger, that was...
To be fair, that sounds like you just farted there. You just pardoned yourself.
No. No, this chair's a nightmare today.
Don't know what's happened. I'll put some WD-40 on there.
But basically, again, that one's all down to more like school and stuff, where it's hard to explain, but like only towards like later on in school, more people I'd have been like, alright. Whereas before that, I was just like, you're a bit of a dick.
Very conservative sort of thing.
Yeah, like, whereas I'd have been like, I'd maybe had, I don't know, like the usual, most people I did in school, which was like 7 or 8 good mates, and then everybody else would be like, alright.
Everyone else was like sort of an acquaintance, like a friend of a friend type thing.
Yeah, like, whereas now, like, because I did that in like later school, which is, talk to people more and whatever, if I do see them out, I can still say hi and stuff now.
Yeah.
But, you never know how that would work out the other way.
I do get what you mean. Well, I mean, I'm sort of glad I didn't say hello to certain people in school, because they have turned out a certain way.
No, definitely. Obviously, there are some like that. And then what would the last one be?
It's really need to have 3. But...
No, I suppose the third one probably would be, don't be so hard on yourself. The be's still good.
Yeah.
Because like that was all. I remember there's a conversation I had. Now this is again like 10 years after I was 5. But I was sitting down with my chemistry teacher at the time. I had a B in a test, and she was like, "What do you make? Like, what's your opinion on that?" I was like, "It's not great, like."
Yeah.
And she was like, "There's nothing wrong with a B." And I was like, "I don't want a B."
Yeah, but it's not a nice star, is it though?
Yeah, and I was raging that I got a B.
Yeah.
But got a B in the GCSE as well, the actual exam. But yeah, those were probably. I was the
same way in school. To be fair, it was always nothing but good enough.
Anything that wasn't like an A annoyed me, and then
it was the same. It was the same as me, but it was when you say your chemistry teacher.
Yeah,
it was my just science teacher. I didn't have a specific thing. It was just.
Yours was like a double.
I didn't do it. Yeah, so Mr. Sloan, he told me that just do your best and you'll be happy with it, and that was just it's true. I mean, even if it isn't an A star or an A or whatever, it doesn't. Just if you think it's good enough for you and you've tried your hardest in doing it, then
it's like that Walt Disney quote. It's like, did you do your best? If you did, then no amount of worrying is going to make it any better.
And it's always you can't change things that you don't have any hand in. So yeah,
that's not exact quote, but it's close.
No, but I mean, it's as close as you're going to get without looking it up. So yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun watch channel, folks. I would honestly suggest you look it up, and also if you get a chance, have a think about it, because it's fun. That was a lot more insightful than I thought it was going to be at the end. So you never know what you might discover about yourself and what you might look back on and sort of go, maybe that wasn't so bad or whatever. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed that one, and we will see you again in part 3. Welcome back to part 3. So just carrying on with Stranger Things season 3. We're on episode 6 now. As always, if you haven't got this episode out the way, this is going to be full of spoilers. We are doing this a wee bit on this come out on Independence Day, didn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, 4th of July.
Yeah, so I mean we're a good bit on from it now, so I think we can't go into sort of spoilers at this stage. So we'll do our usual. Phil will take it away from a wee sort of summaries site, if you like, and then we'll...
Yeah, it's called Fansided. It's called showsnob.com, but the article's called Fansided,
So we'll read obviously what happened, we'll give our take on it, and we'll just let you know what we thought of the episode, as usual.
So the episode is E Pluribus Unum.
Do we ever find out what that means?
No. No, it doesn't actually
I'll
say.
check while you do the first few bit.
It probably means that the wee podcast is the best podcast in the world, but I don't know. So basically, it starts off with the likes of Steve, Robin, Erica, and Dustin in that facility, all before the title screens and stuff, and it's like they're running. What's it mean? You find it?
Out of many, one.
Ah, okay.
Like comma one.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool the way they have it.
That's
anyway,
very good. Yeah. It's also a model of the United States. I did not know that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not though, is it? Because they don't care about anyone else now.
No, it's true. Out of one is probably more.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. Yes.
So yeah, they're in the facility and they basically get captured after they run away from the Russians for a wee while, and then Stephen.
Stephen knocked your man out in the previous episode.
Mm-hmm. And then he wakes up and
stairs.
Yeah. So they run away, and then Steve and Robin are the ones that have to protect the kids. Basically, they're protecting the door, holding the door, and they told they told Erica and Dustin to go. They left, and the inevitable happened. The door busted through, and they got caught, unfortunately. But at least Dustin and Erica got out, right?
Yeah.
So that's whenever the title scene came in, wasn't it? The Stranger Things title scene came in after they sort of escaped. And
all the guns were pointed at them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're on their way of leaving the place.
Yeah.
And then after that, it follows on from Jonathan and Nancy's encounter
with the big monster, which is also known as a
demo dog.
Demo dog. It's obviously at the end of the previous episode 5. It was Ted and that other guy from the paper, Tom. They'd maybe it was Tom. I think that wasn't Ted. Tom and then the other guy basically got killed by Nancy and Jonathan, and then they turned into the big puddles of jam, and then they
or jelly if you're American.
Yeah, and they basically were sort of crawling across the floor, met each other, and turned into this monster essentially.
# the demo dog.
Yeah, and it started, as far as I remember, it started going straight for Nancy. John
Nancy
was
Tree.
like, "Oh, please." Yeah. And then John, she breaks into a door, hides somewhere, and it can't get in. So it then just goes into a puddle of jam again, and just goes through under the door and through the vents, and then reforms on the other side. Mm-hmm. And Nancy had locked the door, so John then can't get in, and it's all very tense.
But I mean, I can't imagine that thing not being able to kill you with one foul swipe. One foul swipe, she gets hit, and then she gets
hits the wall or whatever.
Yeah. To me, that should kill someone. That thing is made up of so much
viscera.
Yeah.
It's just squishy, but
yeah. But I don't know. I mean, it's probably just very. I mean, if it hurts you, it hurts you.
Maybe, but it could just be getting punched. But I don't know. I mean, you would guess that would be similar to getting maybe even hit by an octopus tentacle.
Never done that before, so maybe one day. But yeah, so basically it's a whole tense moment, and then eventually we all think Nancy's gonna die because this thing's locked in a room with her, no one can get in. And then who shows up?
Batman.
Yep, Batman shows up with his batarangs and completely takes the demo dog out. No, Elle shows up and basically
does what she does.
Tears the thing a new bum.
She smashes the door open, throws it against a couple of walls, roof, everything, and then
it does. It's like trying to do a GTA cheat in the room or something.
Yeah,
up, down, left, right.
Then out the window.
Out the window.
Throws out the window. It hits the ground, dies, and then trips. Goes all
it goes in the jam again down a sewer grating thing. Mm-hmm. So that's all sort of out of the way. Hopper, Joyce,
Alexi.
and Maury and Alexi are in Maury's
wee house.
Secret
area.
It's like a warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like an auto shop of some sort, and basically they've managed to get Alexi a Burger King.
Well, he must have asked for.
Which he did ask for. That was how he was going to talk.
A cherry Slurpee is also what he asked for.
But he was not given a cherry Slurpee. What was he given?
Strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd be amazed. That'd be class.
I don't think I hate cherry. So.
Oh, you would not be for that.
No.
Okay.
I just don't. Oh God, I couldn't even think of it. That's like drinking amaretto.
Oh, the wee drink after like a meal or whatever?
No, it's just the amaretto's like this Serrano.
Oh, well, maybe I've never had that. Like usually there's a wee drink that comes after a meal that's like a wee tiny thimble like amount.
That's called mouthwash.
I think it might be amaretto. It could be wrong.
Amaretto is the drink that
is it strong?
No.
Maybe it's not that.
It just tastes like cherry, like Dr Pepper.
Oh, then I've never had that. No.
It's something. But they are basically trying to get some sort of information out of Alexei. I wouldn't really go as far as to interrogate him because they don't really do an awful lot apart from punch him like a couple of times, really. That's Hopper, I know that does that. But they basically find out that Alexei knows that the Russians are trying to reopen the gate. And they have tried to multiple times. But it hasn't opened yet. I assume by episode 8 or 7 that it opens.
It's bound to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched episode 7 or 8 yet, but I will this week. I'm sure you will do that. Well, 7 will watch this.
Certainly
week.
7.
Yeah. So So they try and get information out of him. Doesn't really work, and
he tries to drive away.
Yeah. Well, Hopper lets him out. He was like, "Do you know what? You can go back to your Russian friends." And his whole plan was, if I let him go, he's going to think, oh no, the Russians are going to kill me if I get back there. And it seems to be, it sort of plays out at the start where he's been given the keys, he's been chucked out of the warehouse, given the keys, he goes into the car and he's all like, happy days, I'm being let out here. Reverses and he gets to the fence and goes,
maybe not.
And maybe not. Whilst Hopper's getting the full tongue lashing from Joyce. What?
Nothing.
What? No, alright. And
nothing at all.
Sexual tongue lashing. No. So she's shouting away at Hopper and she's like, "You're stupid. Why are you doing that?" And he's like,
right.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Nope. The car is gonna come back. It's gonna be fine." And then they open the door and he's like stopped there. And then like Hopper's like sort of doubting himself a little bit. He's like,
he loves it whenever he knows he's right.
I know I'm correct. So obviously Alexei returns and basically plays ball. Eventually
tells him what it is.
Tells him what's going on.
Between worlds, he essentially tells them they're trying to open a door between worlds. It didn't work in Russia. They have tried it a lot of times. And Hawkins
is the problem.
Yeah, Hawkins was where they found out.
Yeah,
where it is.
So that's all sort of happened. Steve and Robin are still in the facility, getting the absolute. No, they're getting pure whap, aren't they?
He is. She isn't.
No, she's not getting. He's getting smashed, isn't he?
He gets his head kicked in, and then he keeps telling them the truth, but they don't want to hear it. They're like, "That's not the truth we're looking for,"
which is really bad because, like, obviously as a viewer, you're like, he's telling
literally telling you the truth,
and your man's just like, "Ha, okay, you work in Scoops Ahoy." I'm really.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally work in Scoops Ahoy.
Literally is what he says, pretty much.
Yeah, and like the entire time. So he's not happy enough for that, so he gets
kicks his head out, and then he gets brought into a room where he gets basically tied to a chair. And so does Robin. And then they get
back
hit.
To back.
Yeah, and then they try and like escape. It doesn't work. They like fall down after a few jumps. And then
have a heart to heart, don't they?
Whatever they do. It's like basically she's like, I was obsessed with you in school, and he was like, I was a prick. Sorry.
Yeah, basically it was short. That. Yeah, which is kind of sad. But
I think there's gonna be a twist in that relationship at some point. Maybe like a boyfriend or something.
A boyfriend of Robin. I don't know. She seems pretty like out there. So
I just have this feeling that Steve's gonna get unlucky again. Like something will happen.
I don't know. I hope it's not.
I hope it's not the case. Yeah. But I just the way the season's been going, and I still stand by. I'm convinced an adult is like a main adult character is gonna die. Be that Joyce, and then the boys can't move, or Hopper, and then Elle's on her own again.
Well, she'd be brought in up there, so I should probably live with Mike.
But that's my guess. But anyway,
no,
I guess there's something with her, like boyfriend or I don't know, married? Gay.
Nah, she's not gay.
Okay.
Could be bi or whatever.
But either way, that's my guess. So I have a funny feeling that it was a setup for another fall for poor old Steve, which would be pretty sad. But
it would be.
Anyway, then they get hit with the truth serum.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
And they basically tell him a lot of truth.
Tell them the truth.
And it's still not what they want to hear because they were telling the truth.
What they already said was true.
Yeah. So I was hoping they were like, these must be like some super spies because they must be like resistant to the truth serum. And then
your mom was gonna pull his nail out.
Oh, that's right. Oh God. Oh, you shouldn't have said that there.
Yeah. Because even whenever I watched that, he was like, no. I was like, no.
See, whenever you see things like people are getting dragged away and they're putting their nails in the floor, but it's okay until you see the damage. It's
the
okay.
Cracks and stuff.
It's not even the cracks. It's the fact that the nail is like lifted up.
Oh, stop! My mirror neurons are fucking. I don't like
It's the fact that the nails are lifted up and it's like pressing on top of the skin.
No, I'm making me all shivering. Like, honestly.
Yeah, like
my mirror neurons are awful. Like, see, whenever I think of stuff like that, I genuinely feel as if my nails are hanging off.
I'm the same. Yeah. It's you've ever done that thing where you put your nails against the seatbelt?
I don't know. I can't even think now. I'm all shaky and all.
So when you get in your car, put your nails against the seatbelt. It'll make you cringe until there's no worth. It's awful. Absolutely awful. So yeah, they're getting worked upon, as you say.
Yeah.
I think Steve.
In the meantime,
Steve gets completely wiped out, doesn't he? He gets unconscious.
Oh, he knows, but he comes in unconscious to the seats.
I thought he gets knocked out like completely before the scene ends.
No, that's like way back. He gets knocked out in the very, very first scene.
Then he's woken. That's right.
Yeah. And then he's like knocked out for ages, and she's like, "Help!" And he's like, "Please stop shouting."
Yeah, that's right.
But it flicks back then to Dustin and Erica, and they're in the vents, and he's basically like, "You're a nerd," because she was able to figure out maths really fast.
She's a math genius, basically. Yeah.
And they crawl in.
She's like, "I'm not a nerd."
My Little Pony, dragons, blah blah blah. So how do you know that? Because I'm a nerd. Nerd.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And then it goes through they go through the vents, all the rest. Drop down and find all the was it the green canisters? Are they? Or yellow? Green?
They're green, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. And then they find all these green canisters and also a forklift type thing. And that stick. The sparky stick. Taser. Oh.
The sparky stick?
Yeah.
And a forklift type thing?
Yeah, what's the wee driver thing he gets in?
Just call it like a
wee car.
Yeah, like a wee car.
Right, well, he gets in the car.
There's literally nothing on it that resembles a forklift.
Well, if you take the front of a forklift, that's what it looks like.
It just reminds you of the things from Austin Powers.
Yes, one of those.
Yeah, one of those like electric things. Yeah.
That he gets like
and the cattle prod.
And he gets stuck in. And a cattle prod, that's what it's called. And they obviously get those, and Eric is like, "What's that for?" It's like for a deadly weapon or something.
Yeah.
And
pretty much, and then she's like, "Well, it's not going to really work against guns, is it?" Then?
Yeah. And then they get in their wee thing, and they create a diversion by smashing all the green things and burning a hole in the floor, and then they attack the doctor. But I don't remember anything past that. That's terrible. Is that where that ends for them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they. Do they not rescue Stephen?
They cut them out, but I don't know what they did after.
Oh no, yeah, that's what happens. They just cut them out, and then they just sort of stop. That's where their story ends. I think in that episode, and then it goes to 11 with the rest of the clan.
Of course, that's really important part that I actually forgot about.
Yeah, she's with the rest of the clan. This is where Mike tells everyone that he loves her.
Yes,
but she's not
by accident. Yeah. And she comes out. He's like, "What's going on?"
He's like, "Nothing," and then he's like, Family discussion.
Yeah. Lucas says that.
Yeah, Lucas says a family discussion. Yeah, but I thought it was kind of cool because everyone was just like, you always like those sort of moments in TV shows and films. You're like, "Oh, he said it." Oh,
yeah. Because I was wondering if he was gonna this whole series.
I mean, it was inevitable. I think really.
Because I was convinced he was gonna say it quite early, and then obviously the whole "I dump your ass" happened.
Didn't know she turned different.
Well, she talks weird.
Yeah, she talks like broken English, doesn't she?
Yeah. I dump your ass.
I suppose it's not really.
She just repeats what
people say there. Yeah, maybe she's like a robot. So she finds Billy in the astral plane, and
is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Don't know why you want to call it the astral plane.
I would just call it something like the other side, because they're upside down. So.
Yeah, but it's all astral projection type things. It's not really.
Oh yes.
Real,
so then sure you can't grab each other and all.
Yeah, but that's where it sort of gets weird, isn't it?
Well, only other projections.
Flayed people can. Yeah, well, yeah, other people that are sort of.
Yeah.
I assume Will could probably do it at some point, but he's not strong enough.
True.
As per usual.
We will like.
You will. Wait, Wally. So yeah, she basically finds out where Billy is, and what way would you say it? Like, she sort of finds, but they're all sort of gathered around the sofas and stuff, and she's in the astral world, and
she finds him and tries to like speak to him,
tries to sort of win him round type thing.
This isn't you, and like holds his arm and stuff.
Yeah, and then he grabs her, or no, he pushes her,
pushes her backwards, and she like falls through space and time,
like slow motion, and she ends up on his
Cali Beach.
Yeah, his memories.
Yeah, like a California beach memory of him and his mum and his sister
with
Max.
With obviously the warehouse in the background, which
like
is
way back,
way.
You see, like, because it looks all idyllic, and then you see the big. Whenever she's like, "I think I found him," she says that out loud too.
Yeah.
And then you see the big storm cloud that she has to like get through. It shows like his memories. You'll probably have a better rundown of what was in them. I can't really remember, apart from there was a bit of abuse and stuff. Not on him.
No, on his mother, unfortunately.
From his dad,
yeah. It just basically says that she finds Billy. Long story short, Billy's a natural predator. We saw that in season 2, which we did. We now see memories from his childhood. Billy's dad was abusive and beat his mum. She left, and that abandonment has suggested that Billy's set on his path and the perfect henchman in the Mind Flayer. So whenever she leaves, he just sort of is stuck being a bad person, really. But I mean, it literally is throughout. She finds her mum. This isn't written here, unfortunately, but she finds his mum, and he's like wanting to go out surfing, and then it comes back, and then she runs on, and later finds baseball, and he's sort of been like, you have to hit the ball.
His dad's
you're
like
being an idiot.
Basically.
Yeah, and then
they cry.
Yeah, and then they find him, his dad, and his mum
in the kitchen,
and she's like, was it she?
They're arguing, but it's like, don't do that again or something. And then Billy runs in the middle, and he gets chucked out of the way, and then he smacks the mum. It's then the dad smacks the mum. Max this all come back to me now, and then after that he's in the bedroom with the phone.
That's right.
And it's like, oh, when are you coming back? And then there's no answer. She must say something else, like, no, when are you coming back? And there's no answer or whatever. And she runs on, Elle runs on again, and then it's him beating the absolute crap out of somebody else. And then it skips on again. I can't remember that one. Is that it?
Isn't the one where he gets Heather? Does not see the one where he gets Heather, is it not? Does not see the one where he...
Maybe you do, I don't remember, but all I do remember then is she sees the warehouse thing.
Yeah, and then she obviously goes into the steelworks. And does she go into the steelworks, or does she stand outside? Does she say, I found it?
I think outside.
Yeah, so when Elle finds the steelworks, she tries to disengage, she can't. She cries out for Mike, but Billy tells her that he can't hear her. Billy tells Elle, Billy tells Elle that everything that's happening is because of her. It's for her. She created the gate. Now the Mind Flayer wants to stay. They want to destroy her. They want to destroy her friends, and then they want to destroy everything else. Elle pushes Billy away and gets out of the astral plane and clutches Mike.
Yes.
In the real world, Billy says it's time. All the flayed, including Heather, Miss Driscoll, and quite a few children are called to the steelworks one by one. They die and disintegrate into sludge, which is absorbed by the corporal Mind Flayer.
Yes, and it becomes massive.
He breaks free from the steelworks.
Yeah.
And that's basically the episode.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the episode, like, you basically, people are like walking down the stairs towards this thing in like a line, and then just sort of going like, and then just exploding.
That was the... See, whenever people just sort of face plant the ground, plant the ground, just like...
Because people start walking away from all these random things, like a barbecue, for example, and the woman's like shouting after her husband, and
then the brother's looking after the kid. He's like, "Oh yeah, where are you going, Billy?" And it's all. I think it's mad that so many people are infected already, because obviously we didn't know.
This thing must be huge.
Yeah, well, it just gets bigger and bigger, doesn't it? But that's the thing, we didn't know how many people were going to be. We've seen the likes of Heather, Billy, Tom, and his wife.
Well, you did see that bit in episode 4, I think.
They had a couple
where
of them
it zoomed back, and it was loads. It was loads. It zoomed back, and it was like, well, she's like, basically, he goes, "Oh, she could have killed me," and he's like, "It doesn't matter, I couldn't kill all of us." And then it zooms out, and it's like people upon people on people.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah. Do you think how many people actually sort of infected in that town now?
Yeah,
I think it's a bit crazy.
Probably about half.
Yeah, and now we've got to wait until episode 7 to see. Well, not wait; it's already there. I could watch it tomorrow if we wanted to, but. I'm just intrigued to see what sort of happens now with 2 episodes left.
Yes.
It just sort of feels like a lot's going to happen within these 2 episodes now.
I think so. The last one was an hour long.
Yeah. So, and you've already said that people have said about this being better than was it a fight in Game of Thrones?
God, yeah.
Was it
somebody said the Starcourt Mall was better than the Battle of Winterfell.
Okay, so that's
and I thought that was unreal.
That's huge.
So
like, I haven't watched
that's
it. That's
a lot to live up to.
I haven't watched it, but I have heard good things.
Battle of Winterfell is unbelievable.
So yeah, I assume it's going to be in between episode 7, the end of episode 7, and the start of episode 8.
I reckon it'll be all of 8.
You reckon the entire thing?
The episode's called Battle of Starcourt Mall.
Oh, is it? Well, there you go. That's probably the reason why it'll be then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, like, because they are getting better and better. That one is a bit.
I love that episode. That episode 6 was great.
Yeah.
Because there was quite a lot of action. It really built up. They're not having to get ready for this. Like, the battle is coming. Like, the bit where Joyce is on the phone with the guy in the library or whatever. I don't remember exactly who she's speaking to, but she speaks to that guy who has to assemble the police, and she's basically like, you know, our kids are getting ready for this, and we're nowhere near them, basically. The mayor as well was threatened by the Russian.
That's right in the
at the very start.
Yeah,
at the what?
Little spinny wall thing.
Yeah, at the
sticky wall.
Fun fair thing. That's basically that's where he was. But yeah, that episode. I've said this every week, probably not until we're done this, but that was my favourite episode. Like, I
dare say up until episode 8, it'll probably be, well, obviously episode 7 will probably be even better than that again. But yeah, it's weird. Like, we the very beginning, we were sort of, every sort of TV show and film has its course that they have to have.
Yeah.
The build up and stuff, and fortunately, it did build up into something a lot.
Yes, thankfully, exactly.
But yeah, it's episode 6 is by far my favourite so far.
Yeah, very, very good, and I'm all about finishing this off because part of me wants to just finish 2 episodes, but I know if we try and do a quick summary, it's going to be crap.
Yeah, so I think we should leave. I think episode 7 and 8 should be 2 separate episodes, just because episode 8 will probably be a lot.
Yeah, to take in. Yeah. Good shout. That's exactly the plan. So yeah, that's an episode, folks. And we'll catch you again next week.
See you later, alligator.